So I have this crazy to-do list in front of me. I've been trying to get through for a long time. Having to maneuver differently because you're being poisoned is one thing, but then all of the things that you have to deal with because you're also being hacked and targeted in the fashion that I have been. And then even the onlooking police are like, crime? What crime? There's no crime. What are you talking about? What are you talking about there, Willis? So, I'm not sure, but in the depths of survival mode here, within a coordinated crime of many people's efforts, all while trying to be a human, like a real and actual human, or how to hold it all together while they're trying desperately to erase me. So, first of all, when you're in it, you gotta wake up. First of all, check and see if you're still alive. Are there any signs of covert poisoning induced paralysis, coma, or death? 2. Recall how you fell asleep. Were you conked out? Or did you fall asleep on your own? 3rd, you gotta assess the damages. Home, property, gaslighting, manipulation, your phalanges moving. Check and see if you still got a stronger than normal heartbeat. Slowed down stronger. Okay, cool. Check. 4. Assess the ambush for the day. Roll out of your bed. Address the confusion of your health and safety. Check. Mumble to yourself, another day I'm alive. Well, kind of. I wouldn't really call this a life at all or getting to live at all, let alone feeling alive. So you fight through till about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 93 or so spam calls. Don't even know which ones are real anymore. It's to make sure your phone is obsolete. I have 236 voicemail messages. Doubt I can spend my day working on getting to the real ones versus all of the fake ones. Block potential fraud. Restore or reset your phone. Say hello to the dead trauma teams. Hi. Trauma response teams. Where are they? What are they? But either way you look at it, it's trauma on top of trauma on top of trauma on top of trauma, coming out of a long-standing, covert, very calculated arsenic poisoning for an identity theft, total erasure, steal up this man's house, steal up this man's job, and anything that he could put his time, energy, and resources into. His love life. Proxy war made to keep him poisoned up because, they couldn't always be the ones to poison you. They gotta, come at you with a whole team of people. Check. Curse like a sailor for a few minutes, suggesting, how am I going to get anything done? Check. Remote pressures stacked upon brick brigade thick. Check. I'm not the one who deserved all of this. Does it even matter? It's not happening to you, it's happening to me. I think people forget to care, love, be concerned with anybody else's welfare. Oh, it's just something that happened to him in the recent. he's asking for too much. No, no, I'm not. So just breathe. Check. Try to relax. Try to relax. Check. Forget I have enough to live on. Check. Fridge almost empty. By empty, I mean big empty. Recall the ways that I have felt poison before, in all of the ways. That's a checklist that can't be completed. Reconsider eating anything at all. Trust no one. Pray over your meals. Sometimes feels like playing Russian roulette when you're around certain people, you know. Try to drink clean water. Assess, was anybody in your home when you got that oil change, when you went up to the store, when you went to work? Was your love life being gamed up, or was it mine? It was my whole life. Not just my love life, my livelihood. Make sure your water still works. Heat's off, hot water's off. Oh, you're being trapped. You're being murdered. Much like factory resetting your phone, readdressing the lost apps and gain of function on your phone. Hopefully it works right this time. Time consumed by the access blight. Doesn't matter. The apps may or may not work properly. Mirrored phones. No access to the outside world or a real and actual life of living. Getting to live life and be bright, you know. Which puts it into my mind, I think Eeyore was created. I don't think his sadness was like his own. Eeyore was just, he had something going on, man. But who cares out here? Scream or cry into pillow for 5, 10, 15 minutes. Forget that nobody can hear you. Stop crying. Put yourself back together. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. And after he had that great fall, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Well, that's because it was all the king's horses and all the king's men that pushed Humpty Dumpty off of that great wall. So, not only couldn't they put him back together again, they weren't going to even try. How can anybody maintain with this type of crime over you? You can't even shower like a normal person. Regulate your body temperature when you're having heart symptoms. They're just trying to make all like mental health. Oh no, I'm really experiencing something from my heart going down my left arm for like 2+ years. I believe it's wholeheartedly from an arsenic abuse, on top of the fact that I'm really worried about my organs shutting down and everything like that, but I'm sure it's just all in my head, right? Everything happening to me was and is way legal. Police are rather pretty unfriendly. They're seemingly a big asset to their crimes, actually, over me, instead of actually considering to be a real soldier in the mission for anybody concerning a crime of this magnitude. So, consider becoming a pigeon. It might be easier. Check. Cry a little bit longer. Check. Say, I don't know why they would do this to me. Why would they do this to me? How could they have done this to me? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Then try to reboot. Once an hour or so. Good luck collecting your thoughts when they're totally wrecking your life and ability to have any kind of life at all. Next, call UCAP and leave another message. Call and write the FBI, Department of Justice, write the Attorney General again, send letters again, tell YouTube you need to talk to Trump once a day, until you actually do get a chance to. Sign into identitytheft.gov once every 15 days. On and on. Try to get more on there. Screenshots. Get bounced between 4 or 5 areas of government control. Ask if you're speaking with a spiritual human being or if they are too demonically possessed and motivated like the rest of these rad-ass clowns. Upload more content to Identity Theft. Leave voicemails. Remember, they only hear words, not you for who you would have been or who you would be or who you really are. Just who you are in the blight of a crime. So try to keep that in mind. Because who you could have been with all of that threatening your existence is somebody completely different. Check. Receive and read the email. Your complaint and account has been closed. Recommend a response back. Hacked. Tell them it's another urgent matter. Send it. Sent. Hopefully they'll be accountable this time, being that nothing else is or has ever been. All a criminal matter, nothing more, nothing less. Oh, there's nothing to see here. Jesse Lee, probably a handler. Johnny Lee, probably another spree masonry CIA spoof. Trolls. Remove them. Possibly find someone who has the strength, if they are worth love, that you can sincerely feel it 100% of the time. Not have to question another spoof ever again. Journal. Create lists. Call those places back who might offer help. It's called crazy making for a reason. Remember, don't let them in. They're trying to create the painstaking places in your life. Don't let them in the operation until you know them. Don't let them in on anything until you know them well. Reminder, maybe one day you'll be worth loving and sharing that love that you feel inside of your own chest with another. Maybe then they'll love you for who you really are, not use you up or target you further. Check. Sorry, I got my notes here. Doing the best I can. Take a break. 2, 3, 4. Okay, you better get back to work or you won't have much time left out of this spiritual battle to stay actually alive. Check. Pray often and much. Check. Slam your journal shut. Okay, don't. Keep it open. Ask someone, a friend, a family member, will you believe me that I need your support and love? Check. Let them know how to share with you your campaigns, your petitions. Again, maybe this time it will work. Check. One person does, maybe 2. Try to believe in the power of love and the might of our dear Lord and Savior. Listen to that one girl's channel that's always saying, I'm rooting for you. Believe she means it only for you, for once, just truly only for you. Maybe it's just too much stress for one person, but be realistic about it. Mark them off with an emotional Sharpie. Write down their names and scribble over their name 2, 3, 4 or more times per day. Spend 2 hours deprogramming from the matrix. There's got to be a way out of this. There just has to be. Their ways are simply not to be trusted. Non-outstanding citizens are complete garbage people, lazy, loveless. How about instead love that girl that's just too bright not to love? She in all her ways is beautiful. Good grief. Ugh. She's so beautiful. Good grief. Hold on to that dream, kid. Pray before your naps, before your bedtime. Remember, certain people aren't going to make it into heaven. Walk the thin line of the 10 Commandments to the best of your ability. Be your best damn self. Even if you get downcast, maybe someone will see you for who you truly are. Not this makeshift, hard-pressed reality that you're living today. You're worth more. You're worth loving. You're worth healing. You're worth it. Go after your dreams. I know it's hard, but you are outstanding. Even going through so much inside of your chest, you stand out. Try to live normally. Don't ever let the cops pull you over. Play that song, Fuck the Police, coming straight from the underground. You know, by NWA, just to take your anger out once in a while. Do not fail to look over your shoulders. There might be people that you really need to see. License plates that you really need to remember. Certain aspects of people that you want to stay away from. Pray before you leave the house. Pray that you'll meet somebody who truly loves you for you. Go for a walk, rollerblade, 1/100th of the time that you would be without the crime over you, until it's 2/50th or 3/50th, or until hopefully you can actually get your health back and that you don't end up dead, fighting your whole life to get through this arsenic abuse, the long-standing covert crime that's been taken inside of your body. It's going on now, since the beginning of this message. It's been going on since the beginning of my YouTube. It just took me a long time to actually figure it out. Doesn't anybody care at all? Do you care? Will you care? Okay. It's hard. But make breakfast if you have it. If you don't, try to makeshift what you can. You need to eat something. And yeah, even if you have to take a cold shower, just try and imagine that it's hot, and that you're not, you know, five plus ways from the edge of trying to actually do a holistic that's not gonna be suppressing every last ability of you to like get your health back. So when you need that warmth, you really need that warmth, which is why it's cold. Which is why when you need that warmth from lovers, friends, people in your circle, that's why they can't be around. That's why you're pushed out so far. That's why you were staged up in a house that was like far away from everything that you once knew, and 2 blocks away from your little murderer friend. So these people thought that their crimes were going to be slicker than slick, that they're going to get away with murdering me, and they almost did. So I only got a little ways through my to-do list, but I don't know what to do anymore. I wish that there was love out here in the world, but trust me, nobody cares when it's not them that are going through it. It's you that's going through it. These damn people just suck. You try to keep your head above water, keep that child alive in yourself, and the only thing they need to do is steal your joy. So find it. Find that joy, even if it's short-lived. Live it. As soon as you're falling asleep on the phone, or as soon as you're falling asleep, the phone will ring. So you're going to have to question everything. Cameras, microphones, gang stalking, the organized criminals, the whole medical system, big pharma. But just try to be your best self. Smile at a stranger. Tell someone how truly amazing they are when you can see clearly that they're having a rough day. Watch out for the trolls. They'll just cause more tribulation in an already hard-pressed situation. They seem to be everywhere these days, so post your truth, how your truth feels it, how your truth sees things. Tell your story, reach out to family, even when they can't be added in now, with you being so hard-pressed the way you've been. But there's nothing that you can do about that to truly be social in the world anymore, because social media, it's not very social. I don't even know why they called it social media. It's like, oh, we're going to call it social media, but we're going to censor everything that has to do with the truth. It's a big hoax. There's nothing social about it. I actually call it suicidal media because of the rate of suicide that went up as soon as like Facebook was around for like 6 months. It was like, oh, yeah, you guys are helping people become social. That's exactly what it's for. We're going to talk about real issues and get to the bottom of things and like be lifted up in the world. No, it was just about opening up to the wrong people so that the wrong people could get, get all tight knit with the devil and do demonic things over people. But don't take my word for it. I'm going to have to continue later. I just have to take a break because I can only like say like my to-do list to a certain point before I'm like, I can't even do that, let alone like getting to everything that I try to do. Like, I tried to set the intention the other day, and now it's like just a freaking wreck because I've been in pain and physical and emotional pain, and I'm trying to not cry online because, well, it's been like domestic abuse, emotional abuse, spiritual abuse, religious abuse, or religious gaslighting, I should say. Not like being religious is abusive. I'm saying that their ways of taking upon being religious were pretty abusive towards me. Workplace abuse, abuse of my mind, abuse of the kind where it's just like it's unwittingly happening to you and you really don't like want it, or when you are like in the discovery phases, you're like, but what? It's so like deconstructing of your mind's ability and what you have original planned in your own heart's value for and with the people that you love, that you're just like, how? And then on top of it, then you're being poisoned up, and you're like, so you're just sitting there scratching your head going, how is this happening to me? Before you know it, you don't like, what am I scratching my head about? What am I even thinking? How did that, what thought? What thought? How did I, what was I even, ... and then it just starts being a flat line. You're like completely taken out of yourself, covertly. So that's why I'm trying to be out here, feeling that maybe once I get through this, I'll be able to find my happy place. But I'm not sure, I just hope that one day I'll be able to find my happy place and then welcome people to my own happy place, with an actual and real smile on my face, not one that I'm like, hey, how's it going, pretending, Just on autopilot, you know? Ring a bell? Anything? Okay, I better stop this video. I don't feel good.